Roma vs Cagliari, prediction, team news, lineups preview. Top 4 contenders Roma tackle relegation-threatened Cagliari on Monday evening, when the two teams clash at Stadio Olimpico. Back-to-back wins since Daniele De Rossi's arrival have helped the Giallorossi inch up the Serie A standings, while their visitors have recently slipped back into the drop zone. Match preview. Making an immediate impact upon his installation as Roma boss following Jose Mourinho's sacking, Daniele De Rossi led his new side to successive Serie A victories at the end of January, to keep them in the hunt for Champions League qualification. After seeing off Hellas Verona on his dugout debut, the ex-Giallorossi midfielder oversaw last week's 2-1 success at Salernitana. And Roma could now win 3 league games in a row for the first time since October. Paulo Dybala struck from the spot before captain Lorenzo Pellegrini doubled their lead at Stadio Olimpico. And the capital club held on for 3 points that lifted them to 5th in the table. Appointed interim manager until the end of the season, De Rossi has already started to build some momentum, with his switch to a more offensive setup featuring a back four paying off against 2 of the top flight's lesser lights. Roma remain unbeaten at home since September, so they will surely be confident of sealing victory over another Serie A struggler before 2 major tests in the days ahead. Inter Milan visit Rome next weekend, while Dutch champions Feyenoord then await in the Europa League. Having both scored for 13 consecutive home matches in the league and lost none of their last 8 games against Cagliari at the Olimpico, keeping a clean sheet on 6 occasions, precedent is certainly on the Giallorossi's side. In fact, Cagliari have won only one of their last 17 Serie A matches against Monday's hosts, losing 12 times, including each of the last 3. Head coach Claudio Ranieri returns to his former club in need of points to stay afloat in the Italian elite, with his side mired in the relegation zone after losing at home to Torino last time out. The Sardinian side paid tribute to club legend Gigi Riva before kickoff, but conceding 2 first-half goals put them on the back foot against in-form opponents. And Nicolas Viola's 77th-minute strike only served to reduce their margin of defeat. Several teams are embroiled in a busy Serie A survival race this year, so the vastly experienced Ranieri will not start panicking now. But his main priority must be to improve Cagliari's dismal away form. Stretching back to the Rossoblu's relegation campaign of 2021-22, they have not won any of their last 16 top-flight fixtures on the road, losing no fewer than 11 and failing to even score in half. Team news. Roma boss Daniele De Rossi will have 2 new signings at his disposal on Monday, and Galatasaray loanee Angelino could make his debut on the left flank due to Leonardo Spinazzola's likely absence. Another acquisition, Tommaso Baldanzi, should start on the bench, to which Renato Sanchez could return after missing more than a month with an ankle injury. Leandro Paredes is back from a 1-match ban. However, English duo Tammy Abraham and Chris Smalling are still unavailable. Evan Dicka remains on international duty with Africa Cup of Nations hosts Ivory Coast, while Andrea Bellotti and Marash Kumbula have left the club on loan. Skipper Lorenzo Pellegrini has scored in his last 2 appearances and could now find the net in 3 straight Serie A matches for the very first time. The Italy international is set to feature in a midfield trio, with Paulo Dybala and Stefan El Shaarawy supporting top scorer Romelu Lukaku up front. Meanwhile, Claudio Ranieri added Yerry Mina and Gianluca Gaetano to his squad last week, and Mina is expected to slot straight into Cagliari's leaky defense. Andrea Patagna could be retained in attack, as Gaetano Orestano and Roma-owned Eldar Shomurodov are both injured, while Zito Luvumbo has just returned from the AFCON. It remains to be seen whether Nicolas Viola will be promoted to the starting 11, with all 3 of his league goals this season coming from off the bench. Roma possible starting lineup: Patricio, Karsdorp, Mancini, Llorente, Angelino, Pellegrini, Paredes, Cristante, El Shaarawy, Dybala, Lukaku. Cagliari possible starting lineup: Scuffet, Wyateska, Mina, Dosena, Zappa, Nandez, Mikumbu, Prati, Agilo, Viola, Patagna. We say, Roma 2-0 Cagliari. Given the combination of Roma's fine home record and Cagliari's woes on the road, only one outcome is likely in Serie A's Monday night contest. The Giallorossi are rejuvenated under new management, so 3 more points should be theirs for the taking. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.